Hey there folks, and good morning and welcome back for another shaving video. Today we're going to use Stirling Noir. This is Stirling's take on the Drakkar cologne, which was popular late 80s, early 90s. It's a wonderful scent in my opinion, and you know the way I feel about Stirling soap. I think it's fantastic. The price for this is about $2.15 or $2.16 an ounce, which is phenomenal. I mean, great price, great soap, great people. Nothing to be unhappy about. I'm going to use the Stirling Kong brush. And I believe in my last video, Rod had commented that the price on his brushes has decreased because he bought in greater quantity. So if you've been looking for a Stirling brush, go on over there and check it out. The prices have been decreased, and so you may want to check that out. And I think, as I always say every time I use Stirling, it's one of the best soaps you can buy for your money. I mean, it's the value that you're getting is incredible. It's a wonderful soap, wonderful performer, and now with the scent, that after scent or whatever you want to call it, side odor being gone, it's a home run for me. It's excellent, and I'm real happy for Rod and Mandy, who are really wonderful people. I've talked to Rod on the phone a few times. Really nice guy, veteran, so I like that as well. Really nice family all around. So I'm delighted that Stirling has become one of my favorite brands, and in fact I need to buy more Stirling soap. I need to check out and see if I'm missing anything that I might like over at Stirling. All right, let's wet the face and get going. Stay tuned. The scent strength on this, by the way, is very good. It's at least a 7, if not more, maybe an 8. Very robust, and it smells very much like Drakkar cologne, which I happen to like. It brings back memories when we were running hard in our younger day. Great scent that I really enjoy. And the performance on this soap's phenomenal. Face feels great afterwards. The whole 9 yards, it's excellent. And as you can see, no problems lathering whatsoever. If you had a rough start with Stirling years ago, try it again now and see what you think. It has changed for a lot of people, because every time I do one of these videos with Stirling and someone invariably says, you know, I used to not like Stirling, but I tried it recently because I saw your video and now I love it. And so that certainly makes me happy, because what could be better, using the Gillette Slim, by the way, on about 8. What could be better than finding a product that works wonderfully at a decent price of $2 and some odd cents an ounce, you know? And let me be very honest with you. Products like Stirling and, you know, Razor Rock and K-Shave Works and all these soaps that Katie's Bubbles, all of these soaps that are selling their product for, you know, under $4 an ounce, and sometimes under $3 an ounce. It's made my days of buying $5 plus soaps an ounce. That doesn't happen anymore. Those days are slim now, just because there's no reason to. I get just as much out of Stirling as I did Panna Crema, Noir, or not Noir, but Nueva. I know a lot of people are going to say I'm full of it, but that's just the truth. And so, since I'm not out here just to waste money, I wasted enough. I want bang for my buck. And soaps like this, in my opinion, are top shelf level quality without a top shelf level price. And that's fantastic. All right, stay tuned for past 2. I will still buy some soaps that hit that mark, sometimes around that $5 or more dollars, I should say, ounce mark, like Cold River soaps, and occasionally a Barristan Man you know, is $4 something, $5, because they're excellent soaps and I like those folks. But honestly, the newer soaps that are coming out, and I've said this before, and they're priced around that $5 an ounce level, and they have, you know, they popped up in the last under a year, you know, since I went on sabbatical. I don't think I'm going to buy them. I don't, you know, it's just to come into the market at that level, when you have soaps like this that are, you know, $2.15 an ounce, performs as well as anything I have. There's just no reason for me to buy a $5 an ounce soap that's brand new, you know, anymore. Like I said, I'm just not looking to waste my money, and I've wasted a lot. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've bought expensive soaps and have been disappointed that they don't measure up. And on a cost basis, to be honest, they'll almost never measure up. All right, I'm just going to tell you. Most of the time, they have fancy containers, which enhances your experience, to be sure. They have a name that you can put in a shave of the day photo, which impresses people because they know you spent $70 or $80. Impresses some people. And I think that plays into it a lot. Some people just like higher end stuff. They like to, I don't do shave of the days. I haven't for a long time. I got tired of doing it. It's monotonous. So I do these videos instead where I'm actually using the product. But I don't really care about showing off a $70, $80 soap. It just doesn't mean anything to me. The only thing it means to me is, in almost every case, I wasted my doggone money and I'm a fool. So I'm definitely not trying to put that out on display, because there are enough people who think I'm a fool already. I don't need to reinforce it by throwing my money down the tube or the toilet, buying a $70, $80 soap when a $12.50 soap works just as well. That's just my opinion. Stay tuned for past 3. So let's drill down into specifics about a few higher end soap. And let me say this to you. If you got the money and it doesn't, bother you, go on and buy those soaps. I mean, I'm not telling you you should not buy them. I'm telling you that I don't anymore. There'd have to be something really special for me to spend that kind of money again. But I will tell you about my experience with some of them and what they provide that, let's just say, Stirling here doesn't provide. Acqua di Parma, let's just go down the line. Acqua di Parma is a phenomenal scent, but I think this one is too. The Stirling Noir is wonderful. Acqua di Parma has a phenomenal container. The Stirling just has a good container. So container goes to Acqua di Parma. It looks phenomenal. Acqua di Parma, the quality is very, very good, but the Stirling here is very, very good too. On quality of the soap itself, in terms of performance, it's a wash. And Acqua di Parma costs $70 or more here in the United States. The only thing in terms of the actual soap that Acqua di Parma has over this is it has a very subtle menthol in it that you cannot smell, that sort of comes out. Or some cooling effect, I don't know. I don't have it anymore because I got rid of it. But there's a subtle menthol. And that same menthol is present in I Coloniale mango oil. You feel it just a little bit, but you don't smell it, so it makes it really, really nice. And it doesn't freeze your face off. That is the only thing that Acqua di Parma has, the container and the and that little bit of menthol. And it's a great scent, but this is a great scent too. So if I used Sterling Piacenza, the scent would be a wash. The quality to me is about equal. So This one's $12.50. Let's say I'm using Piacenza, $12.50, and the other one is $70. Out of that $70, I get a container that's nicer and a little bit of nuanced menthol. Not worth it for me. We can say the same of other soaps like Panna Crema. It comes in a container that some people like, Panna Crema Nueva. I wasn't all that impressed with the container. It's nice, but it's a little bit overblown. It just looks like a ceramic container. It's not that fancy. So again, you get a nice container. The scent was good. I didn't find it to be great. The performance may have been just slightly better, if at all. So again, that cost $80 for me to get it here from Italy. And the Stirling cost me $12.50. It was a no-go. I got rid of it. So I could run down the line. Expect. I didn't even like the scent at all. Expect to me had nothing whatsoever over Stirling. Actually, one thing, maybe slickness, and just by a hair, but that is it. I didn't like the scent. I didn't like the Expect cream at all. It was a no-go. I got rid of it. The only two that I still have that are sort of in that class are Martin de Candre, Fougere, and the original, which is a lavender type scent. And I have those because they were around $60, and you can, they'll last forever if you're not using them daily. So, but do they have an edge on Stirling in performance? For me, no. I don't think they have as good a post as Stirling. They do lather wonderfully. And I think their scents are outstanding, the Fougere scent. But once again, the value or bang for my buck is not there. So that's sort of me going down the line. And there have been more expensive soaps that I've bought. And what I'm getting across here is those are the reasons why I find them not to be worth it for me. You may think that the best soap you ever put on your face, that, you know, the whiskers practically fall out as soon as you lather your face. And if that's the case, go on buying it. But for me, this $12.50 soap was nearly equivalent on almost every level and better in some. So this is just my take on it. All right, let's rinse the face, come back for the post. Stay tuned. All right, so let's get our Thayers on. It's magic because it's made by witches. Great stuff. And we'll continue on our line of conversation a little bit. The last thing I'll say to you about the expensive soaps versus a great value soap like Stirling is, if it's important to you to be able to show that stuff off, like in your shave of the day, then you just sort of want to be part of the big ballers club or whatever, then, knock yourself out. But if it just comes down to performance, you really have to think about that, because that's a lot of money when you can get a great soap like this that basically does the same thing, or at least it does for me. Again, your mileage may vary. We say that a lot, and it is true, but I never found that any of the very expensive soaps brought nearly enough to bear to warrant that sort of price. But, it's just me. So today we're going to use Stirling Green. This smells like another old school cologne, Polo Green, which takes me back, to my younger days as well, when we were running hard. And if you're not familiar with Polo Green, you're probably younger, because this was the bomb back in the 80s. Every guy seemed like they'd walk past you and there'd be a trail of Polo. You could smell it. So, and I was one of those guys too, because it's good stuff. So Stirling Green smells not a dead ringer for Polo, but similar. And today we've had an outstanding shave, and we didn't spend a lot of money to get it. The Gillette Slim. This is a great adjustable razor for people who are looking for that second razor. I do like to recommend adjustables, because you can turn up the aggressiveness or take it down as you please. And the Gillette Slim is a great choice. You can usually find it on eBay, or get in touch with Vintage Mike. He sometimes finds vintage razors in the Facebook groups, and he might be able to hook you up. All right, everyone, thanks for watching again. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, let's make America shave again, even in November. What is this Movember stuff? Donate to the Men's Health and then shave. That's the way I see it. Shaving makes you look healthier, does it not? I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a great day.